Hi guys, it's Augusta. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to practice our number 2 class of the very gentle yoga. We're going to need 2 chairs, few blankets, maybe 4. If you have a strap, a yoga strap or a belt or a tie, that will work. And yoga blocks. 2, if you have. If not, see if you can find a book or something that has the same similar shape as a yoga block. And get that stuff and come back and we're going to practice together. We're going to relax our back and come inward through just resting for a little bit. So we're going to grab the bolster if we have one, or few blankets. The idea is to raise this distance between the chair. I think a 2, I'm good with that. Good. And then we are going to sit on one of the chairs and bring the other one closer, possibly bringing the bolster or the blankets towards our abdomen. The inner side of the heels should be in both sides of the chair in front of us. So our feet are a little wider than hip distance apart. There. And then slowly we're just going to come and stretch forward and come down. I think I need more. I need a little more. Because the idea is that we have to feel that stretch in the lower back. So the legs of the chair, we are touching the legs of the chair with our inner feet, but the outside part of the chair's legs. And we try to keep our feet parallel. And we just stretching a little bit forward. We can place the hands under our forehead. And then when we're here, we start going inward. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. We keep the feet active. We're still pressing with the inner feet. So the knees don't go out too much. And then if we have the head by one of the sides, we just turn and look towards the other way. So we always have to be even. So if we're looking towards the left, turn it to the right. If you are just placing the forehead on top of your forearms, your arms, that's okay. And just checking in for a couple minutes. Scanning your body and seeing if you feel anything different, or noticing maybe we feel better than before, maybe we feel better than the last time you practiced yoga, maybe you feel a little more tense. Just being aware. So checking in from the crown of the head all the way to the feet. Slowly going through the areas of our body. The abdomen comes in a little bit. We are lifting the armpits. We are trying to stretch very, very gently the back. Last breath here, inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to slowly placing the hands in front of you. Sit up. Bringing the hands on top of the thighs. Just lifting the chest, descending the shoulders. Shoulder blades roll back. We are sitting in our sit bones. And then release. We're going to move the chairs. We're going to keep one of the chairs on the mat. The other one is going to be placed on the side. We're not going to need the second chair anymore. And we're going to stand behind the chair. So the chair, we're going to look for the tallest back of the chair and stand behind. And then we're just coming into a normal Tadasana. So bringing the toes of the feet, toes together and the feet together. Placing maybe the hands on top of the back of the chair so we can press down a little bit and lift the chest. And we're going to bring the weight of the body towards the heels a little bit, engaging the quads. So we're tightening those legs, lifting the kneecaps, that kind of action. The abdomen is coming in a little bit and the chest is lifted, shoulders descend. So activating the muscles in the micro level, so just very little, asymmetrically. And then we're going to place the hands, the top of the hands, so the palms of the hands on top of the chair, and we're going to start walking back, to stretching our back. See that your hands are at least shoulder distance apart. And we have to see that we are placing the weight of the body towards the center feet. So make sure that we have enough space to walk back and stretch our back. We keep the ears aligned with our biceps. Once again, we are engaging the legs. So we have those legs strong and straight. And then the top of the shoulders go away, they move away from the neck. The abdomen continues to come in. And then slowly we walk back towards the chair. I'm going to do this one more time. So see that you have a lot of room to walk back and make sure that your back is straight. There. So the hands come by the outside, a little bit outside of the top of the chair. So we have to make sure that we have room in the space for our shoulders. And then we start walking back. Once again, bringing the feet under the hips. Seeing that the weight of the body, it's not on the heels or on the toes. It's got to be on the center of the feet. Then the abdomen comes a little bit in. And then we bring the shoulders away from the ear. But the bottom tip of the shoulder blades come together. Almost like we feel that somebody's placing their hand on our upper back. And then we stretch the arms. We are pressing down into the back of the chair. And again, we see that we are pressing with the feet, so we have our legs engaged. Keep pressing into the chair with the hands, engaging those legs. And slowly walking towards the chair. Good. Perfect. Now we're going to keep the chair where it is, and we're going to start with the left foot. So our left foot is going to come a little bit under the chair. And we're grabbing the chair as our support. We're going to take the right foot back for the pyramid pose. It's the pyramid pose with the chair, so we are not going to go down just yet. We are going to do it later. But first, we just want to make sure that we have aligned our heels. So see that your heels are aligned, heel with heel, or the left heel aligned with the right arc. So see, imagine in your head that you have an imaginary line, and see if those are running in the same line or not. You gotta move it. Then we're going to rotate the torso so we can face the chair, and we keep pressing down with the right outer heel and the left big toe mount. Now you guys have to step your legs a little bit back. Your right leg, both of you gotta go a little bit more. Good. We have the chair, so we have support. And once our right foot is back and it's aligned with our heel, so heel to heel, we're going to lift the right ankle so we can turn the right foot. So we're pivot the foot, so now all the toes are pointing towards the chair, and then we're going to lower the right heel back towards the ground again. And you'll feel that maybe it's harder to take that heel towards the ground because it's not 100%, so we have to stretch that leg. You're stretching your calf muscle right here. You're trying to keep all the toes pointing towards the chair. Stretch your back leg. Take the heel down and see if your right toes are pointing towards the chair. So the right toes go even more inward. You guys feel that stretch in the back of the leg?
Yeah.
Good. Take that heel down even more. And then with the chair, we're pressing into the chair so our chest is lifting. Good. We're going to bring the feet parallel first and walk the feet together so we can do the other side, the other leg. So the right foot comes under the chair, left leg comes back behind. Let's check that our stand is not very narrow, so we gotta go far. Using the chair as a support, so we are good. Then we're going to lift the left heel, pivot the left foot, so now all the toes are pointing towards the chair, and then we lower the left heel down. That is helping us to square our hips and helping the left heel to go down. Lifting the chest, the abdomen comes in, stretch the left calf a lot. And you're still pressing down with the right big toe man, so the right leg is also stretched. You can take it under your chair a little more if that will help you to stretch that leg. And then we're pressing into the back of the chair, lifting the chest. Very nice. And we bring the feet parallel once again and step feet together. Good. Now we're going to turn around our chair. And we're going to do the same pose, but now we're going to go lower. So we're going to bring the hands on the top of the seat of the chair, and then we're going to bring we're going to start with the right now. The right foot under the seat. And we're taking the left leg back. Pyramid pose again. With another variation. Good. So we are trying to bring the shoulder blades together. Bring those shoulder blades together. And stretch the legs. The right leg is stretched. If we cannot stretch it, we should take the legs a little wider apart, maybe. That can help. And then we're trying to place those hips evenly in front of the chair. So we're bringing the left hip a little bit towards the chair and the right hip is going back. And slowly walk those legs together. And we're going to switch legs. Left leg under the chair, right leg walks back. See if you can have all the toes pointing towards the chair. We really try to turn the feet to be towards the same direction. And then we are pressing down with the right heel, trying to stretch the right leg. Then we are pressing down with the left big toe man. See if we can turn the hips a little bit to be facing the chair. So our hip is parallel to the chair. Once we have that part we are working a little bit in our chest. So we're bringing the shoulder blades in, pressing into the chair with the hands, trying to lift the chest. A lot of actions in these poses. These asanas are busy asanas. And again, we revisit what we were doing. Press down with the right outer heel. Take your hips parallel to the chair. And chest up. Last breath. And slowly bring the feet together. And we're not going to come up yet. We're going to stay here because we're going to do a modified downward facing dog. So the hands are going to continue by the seat of the chair, grabbing both ends of the seat. And then we're just going to bring the feet back. It's almost like the first asana we did, but now we have the body a little lower, the torso a little lower, and the feet should be hip distance apart. We walk the legs back until we can extend back. Torso is stretching. And once again, shoulder blades come together. Modify downward facing dog. Now we're pushing the chair away from us. That's kind of the feeling, the action. And we're extending those legs. The abdomen comes in. Stretching a lot. And let's go back to the chair. Take a moment here. We're doing it one more time just for a few seconds. So let's see. We have the hands on the chair, grabbing the edges on the sides, and then we start walking back. The feet hip distance apart. Stretching, maximum, pushing the chair in front of us and keeping the legs engaged, because that's our foundation. If we have our thigh muscles working, we're strong in our foundation, so we can push that chair, we'll be fine. The action is like lifting the kneecaps. And slowly come back towards the chair. And now we're going to place the hands on our hips. Get strong in your stand and stretch forward and up. Good. We're going to do the triangle pose with the chair. So let's place the chair by the right side of the mat with the seat facing you. So we'll be on top of the mat on the right side with the seat facing you. But you have to have room to be in front of the chair. So see, my foot, it's in front of the chair. So the chair may be a couple legs on the mat and the back legs outside of the mat. Good. Now we're going to step the feet wide apart. You can have your hands in your hips for now. Now we're going to place the right leg in front of the chair. So the right foot should be between the front legs of the chair. In the center of the chair. Perfect. And then we take the feet wide apart. So we try always to be wide in the triangle pose. The feet are parallel for now to each other. And then we're going to extend the arms away from the body, reaching away through the fingers. Now Pat, bring your feet a little more wider apart. You have a very narrow stand there. It's going to be harder for you to move. And then we're going to take the left toes in and the right leg comes all the way out. Now we're not moving the torso, so the torso is still perpendicular to the ground, facing the front. We're pressing down with the left outer heel, and then we're going to inhale and we start reaching towards the right without going down yet. Reaching towards the right, reach, reach, reach more, and then we bring the hand. The right hand comes on top of the seat of the chair. And that is our support, so we can move the legs and fix our stand. And we have the chair that is helping us so we don't have to go too low. Now, the right leg needs to be stretch Mrs. Pat. So let's see, maybe that leg can go forward a little bit. Maybe that will help you to stretch the leg. You can try that. See, good. And then we're pressing down with the back. That's way better. Press down with the back heel. Stretch the right leg by lifting the kneecaps. And then we are opening the torso, the chest, reaching up with the left fingertips. Pressing down with the left heel, pressing down with the right big toe mound. Last breath here. And we come back up. And bring the feet parallel. And we have to go the other side. So we have to move the chair. And then again, hands on the hips, we take the feet wide apart. So see that your left foot is in front of the center of the chair. Good. Be wide, stand wide. Then take the arms away from the body, reaching through the fingertips. Right toes in, left leg comes all the way out. Good. And now we're going to start stretching towards the left, reaching with the left fingertips a lot, and then we come down, hand on top of the seat of the chair. Triangle pose with the chair. See, with that help, we can take those right toes in a little more, and maybe the legs can come wider. So, Joanne, your right toes need to go inward a little bit more. Your right foot needs to move in more. Yeah, exactly. We have the chair, so we are having help here, so we can stretch those legs more. And then we're reaching up through the right hand, so we are spreading through the collarbones. We are opening the chest, but we are stretching those legs. Stretch the legs a lot. Good, and come up. Feet parallel and feet together. But I want you guys to take advantage of this chair and stretch maximum. So let's do it one more time. Now the second is going to be the best. Take the feet wide apart. Now we're going to take the arms wide apart. Now left toes in, so Joanne, remember, in a lot. Left toes, the maximum that you can in. And then take the right leg all the way out. So we have our legs wider apart. So now we're going to start reaching towards the right. So we reach, 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 and then we bring the hand on top of the seat of the chair. And once again, when we are here, we see if our legs are stretched. We'll feel this in the hamstrings for sure. But every time you do this, the longer you do it, and the most often you do it, you get better. It's practice like any practice. More we practice, better we get. And then we're going to reach with the left fingers. Then we're going to add this time, taking the head back a little bit and looking towards our left fingers. So we are rotating our head now a little bit. The icing on the cake. Stretching those legs, so you feel that your legs are starting to bend. Stretch it. Go back to your actions there. Yes. 5 more seconds. Stretch the legs maximum you can. Go. Do it. Nice. Last breath. And slowly pull up with the left arm. So we come up. Feet parallel, and then we walk the feet together so we can do the other side. So here, and then take the feet wide apart. Then we're going to take the arms away from the body, turning the right toes in. Left leg comes all the way out. So see that your legs are turned, that your legs are engaged, extending those legs, stretching, lengthening. Good. And then we start reaching towards the left. We reach a lot before we go down, and then we come down. Left hand on the chair. And then we revisit, where is our right foot? It's inward, it's going in. Are we pressing down with the left big toe mount? Are our legs stretched? Do we feel that stretch? And then we're going to engage those quads, make sure they are stretched. Then we're going to reach up through the right fingers and move the head back and then turn the head. See, we can feel that stretch in the right side of the torso and also spreading through the collarbones and reaching up. Don't forget your legs, they are still stretching. Keep reaching up. Last breath. Engage those legs for the last few seconds. Stretching the legs maximum. And slowly come up. Feet parallel. And feet together. We're going to grab one of our blankets. I think with one blanket we should be good. And we're going to take the chair and place the back of the chair in front of us, placing the blanket in the back. Feet, so we can use the chair to help us to bring the feet in the outside of the legs of the chair. But we are touching still the legs of the chair with the inside of our feet. Make sense? So we have our feet are parallel to each other, but they are touching the legs of the chair in the way that keeps our legs kind of a little over hip distance, a little more than that, a little wider than that. And then slowly we're going to start bending forward. And we can bring the hands under our head or just grab the chair. So anything that fits our body best, and depending the size of the chair that we are using. Now we have to have those legs engaged, and we have to have the feet, the inner side of our feet against the outside of the legs of the chair. So we keep touching the legs and we don't move. And then we just come forward, moving the shoulders away from the ears always. And just stretching this way for a little bit. Engaging the legs. This is a nice stretch for the lower back. Keep activating your legs. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly come up. Tadasana. Now we're going to remove those blankets to practice our tree pose with the chair. So you can have the chair kind of facing towards the front. That maybe it's the best way to be able to grab the back of the chair if you need it. And then we're going to place the feet parallel to each other and parallel to the chair. We're going to start by lifting. You guys have the chair on the right, so I'm going to move my chair so we are all the same. And we're going to start by lifting the right foot. So we're going to inhale, lift the right foot, Go higher. And then bring it on top of the chair. Good. So when we're here, first thing I want to see is don't be so close to the chair that you cannot place your knee above the knee. So if we are here in diagonal like that, it's no good. If your foot is here and your knee is there, it's also no good. So the shin bone needs to be perpendicular to the mat. So see where your knee is. It's directly above your ankle. And then you are opening the hips because your left foot is pointing towards the front and your right knee is going towards the right pinky toe. We are opening this area. Lifting the chest. And then we're going to maybe lift the arms. Lifting those arms, keeping them parallel to each other. The elbows come in. We're stretching the arms maximum. And we are feeling that we're getting taller, but the right knee needs to continue to go towards the right pinky toe. The left leg is engaged and working. We are lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the torso. The top of the shoulders come down. And we can try maybe to bring the palms together. Like that. Or just keep your arms parallel. That is okay too. But keep reaching up through the fingertips. Keep going. Stretch. And slowly lower your arms. Grab the chair if you need and bring your right foot towards the front and down. Let's take the chair towards the other side. So make sure you have enough room. Don't be too close to the chair. And then we're going to lift the left foot. So obviously we have to place the weight of the body in the right leg. And then slowly with control we bring the leg towards the side. And then we see that our knee is above our ankle. Good. So see, Pat, bring your foot, your left foot a little forward. Forward. Keep going forward. Away from you, the other way. Because we got to keep our alignment in the shin bone so we don't hurt our knee. And then we take the arms away from the body. Bring the arms overhead. Keeping the right leg engaged, keep working the right leg. So we are lifting the right kneecaps. Then we're taking the left knee towards the left pinky toe and we are reaching up through the arms. Top of the shoulders come down. Keep reaching up, lengthening through the entire torso. Lift more. Top of the shoulders stay down. Left knee towards the left. Don't forget, we gotta keep opening our hip area and stretching gently our hips. Keep reaching up with the arms. And slowly come down. Good. So we're going to bring the feet together, knees together. So the legs are entirely together. And we're going to inhale and bring the arms in front of us, nice and slowly. They're parallel, palms facing each other. And then arms up. Inhale, and in the exhalation, chair pose. Keep the knees together. You can place your buttocks towards the wall if that helps. But we're trying to stretch a little more the kneecaps. We're keeping the legs together. And then lifting the arms. Tailbone comes down. Sit a little more. 5 more seconds. Lift the arms. And come up. We're going to do it one more time. Keep the arms up. Inhale, look up. Reach up a lot. Exhale, bend the legs, chair pose. Nice. Keep the heels on the ground, stretch those calves. See that your legs are not starting to drift away from each other. They gotta be together. Lift the arms more, last breath. And come out. Lower your arms. We're going to grab the chair again for 2 more exercises. We're going to use one of our blocks. And we're going to sit on the chair, the closest to the edge of the chair. And we're going to place the block in front of our right foot, so we can place the right foot there on top of the block. And then we're going to extend the left foot, the left leg forward. So the left leg goes forward, the right foot is on top of a block, so our right leg is a little higher. And then we're going to bring the left hand behind us. We're going to lift the right arm up. And then turn a little towards the left and hook the arm into the inner side of the right knee. So we can turn a little more towards the left. And we are trying to grab the back of the chair with the hand, the left hand, to help us to turn a little more. So we are pressing into the knee with the right elbow and also using the left hand to turn more. So you gotta go forward and turn. Good. And come back to center. And from here we're going to just rotate a little bit so our legs are towards the side of the chair, feet together, and then we're going to place the left hand on the back, kind of like behind the back, but all the way to the far end of the chair, and then the right hand also will be on top of the back of the chair. So both hands are on top of the back of the chair. We are lifting the chest and turning towards the left. So we're grabbing the back of the chair with both hands, keep the feet together, knees together, and then with our right hand we're like pulling towards the back of the chair, and with the left hand we are pulling away, pushing away. So that helps us to rotate better. So go as deep as you feel the stretch without hurting. Just one more breath here. Keep the legs together and come back to center. And now we're going to do the block, what we did before with the block. So the block comes under the left foot this time. We extend the right leg forward, coming towards the edge of the chair. And then we're going to bring the right hand behind, left arm lift up, and we bend the left arm and hook the left elbow in the right side of the left leg. And we turn towards the right. The abdomen comes in. Keep the right leg stretched, the right foot is flexed, so we are engaging the right leg, and then the left elbow is pushing against the left leg, and we're turning towards the right. Opening the chest, rolling the right shoulder back, looking behind us. Last breath, go more, and slowly come out. And we're going to sit now facing the other way. So now the feet together, knees together. We bring the right hand first behind towards the back of the chair, and then the right hand on top of the back of the chair. Legs together, knees together. See that the knees don't move. And then we start pulling in with the left hand and pushing away with the right, so we can turn towards the right. rolling the right shoulder, and see that your left knee doesn't start going forward. They need to be parallel, the knees. So even if we don't go too deep, that's okay. And then we turn. Keep turning towards the right. Last breath, turn. And slowly come up. And now we're going to take the chairs, because we don't need them anymore. We're going to bring the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, and take the arms back. Rolling the shoulders back. Engaging the legs. Just roll those shoulders back. Keep the knees together, the feet together. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the hands. Now engage those legs. Be strong in the legs. We're going to go forward. Nice and slowly. Take your time. Good. Perfect. Lift those arms more. Roll the shoulders back. Engage the legs. And then release the arms. Bring your hands on your hips and extend forward and up. Find a wall. I'm going to use this wall. Okay, so we can bring the mat if we want, or just stay. It's up to you. But we're going to bend the legs and come on your back. Just be close to the wall. And then we're going to place the feet on the wall. And start pushing through the heels so we can stretch the lower back and the shoulders area. And then we're going to bend the right leg and bring the strap around the ball of the right foot to lift the right leg up. So the left foot is pressing to the wall. We have the left toes pointing towards the ceiling. We're grabbing the strap with both hands and we're pressing into the strap with the ball of the right foot. Engaging those quads. Keeping the shoulders down. Stretch the leg. Maximum. Good. Allow yourself more strap if you need to make sure that you're stretching the leg. So if we press, we keep the pressing of the strap with the right foot, we are engaging the quads. Stretch the leg. Stretch more. Keep pressing into the wall with the left foot. And slowly release. Switch legs, so we can bend the legs, scooch a little closer to the wall, and then stretching those feet forward. Gotta make sure that we're still pressing into the wall. Then we bring the left knee towards the chest and stretch the left foot. Now keep pressing into the strap and also keep pressing with the right foot into the wall, because you're trying to stretch the right leg also. If both legs are working, both legs are taking advantage of this asana, because we are pushing and pressing and activating with both. Just 5 more seconds. Press a lot. I know it's a little, sometimes gets a little too long. And then release. We're going to do it one more time. So you can do it by the wall or in the center of the room. It's both, it's okay. So bringing the right leg in, placing the strap around the ball of the right foot, and lift the right leg up. Here we go. Now the left foot, if it's not pressing into a wall, we still have to have that leg active by engaging the left foot and flexing the left foot. And then we're pressing down into the strap with the right foot. Engaging the quads. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the abdomen, and stretching a lot. And from here, maybe we can grab the strap, both ends with the right hand, stretch the left arm away from the body for support, and then take the right leg towards the right for a little bit. But see that you're not lifting the left hips, they stay on the ground. You have to maintain the left leg active or pressing into a wall or engaging the left quads, but we are feeling very heavy the left side of the body. And come back to center, bend both legs, and let's switch. Left knee to chest. Place the strap around the ball of the left foot. And stretch the right leg if you didn't already. And now we are pressing into the strap a lot. Engaging the left quads. Make your legs longer and stretch them more. The right foot is engaged, so the right leg is working, or pressing into a wall or pressing down with the right heel into the ground, but we are activating the right leg also. And press with the left big toe mount. And then we're going to grab the straps with the left hand, take the right arm away from the body, making the right side of the body heavy, and take the left leg towards the left. Doesn't need to be a lot. Keep the right hip on the ground. Remember, the right leg is still working. Engaging the right quads. Last breath. And come back to center. Bend the legs. Bring the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Hugging the knees in, rocking side to side. And then grabbing your toes for a happy baby. Bring the knees towards the sides. Relaxing the neck. We can also grab under the thighs, under the knees. Yeah. Just opening up the hips a little more. And then we're going to release, place the feet on the ground. We're going to take the arms away from the body, making like a nice T, and then lifting the right leg and crossing on top of the left one, dropping the left knees towards the left, and the gaze comes towards the right. And come back to center, we switch legs. Towards the right. Gaze comes towards the left. Keeping the shoulders on the ground. And then release. We're going to roll to a side so we can grab one of our blankets. So grab the blanket and let's do a nice roll. Do it like an egg roll, very tight. And place it on your mat. And then we're going to sit the edge of the egg roll. So we sit right before the egg roll. And then slowly we are going to lay it on the mat, on the blanket, bringing the roll under our spine and head. And then we're going to stretch the legs one at a time, keeping the feet flexed. The legs are still working. We're trying to descend the back of the legs. The palms come up. And just relax the shoulders and the neck. Good. And from here we can do our resting position like this if you guys like it. Our Shavasana, or you can just come out of this if you don't like it. Now we're going to inhale really deep. Feel the lungs. And in the exhalation we're going to allow the feet to fall towards the sides and release. And we go once again inward. Observing the air, the breathing. We cannot see the air, but we can observe how we are breathing. Are we breathing deep or are we breathing shallow? Is the air coming in through the nose cold or warm? Is the inhalation faster than the exhalation, or they are even? And every time we exhale, we feel that release. We feel how we let go. To reach a complete relaxation. And then slowly we're going to bring the arms overhead and stretch our arms away from the body. And then we can stretch our feet also, reaching away through the fingers and the toes. And then we're going to bend one leg at a time. Remember, you are in a blanket, so you are a little higher. We're going to roll to a side. Nice and slowly. Just taking our time. And then using the top hand, we're going to sit up. Crossing the legs. Bringing the hands heart center. Elbows pointing towards the ground. The base of the thumbs are touching our sternum. And all our other 8 fingers are in diagonal, pointing towards the front. Descending the shoulders. Last inhalation and exhalation. Namaste.